This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. All right, Betsy, you ready?
Yeah, man.
Ooh. Boo indeed, Betsy.
But a good boo.
A good boo. A good
A
boo.
positive boo.
Positive boos all around. I'm very excited for our guest today. This person is new to you, right?
Yes.
But very old to me. I've known her for, I guess, about 15 years from New York. She's a very funny comedian, actress. You got to check her out whenever she can get on stage again. It's Brigid Boyle.
Woo!
Yay!
Hi.
How's
Welcome.
it going?
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here in the spooky clubhouse.
Yes. We have
isn't it scary?
spiders everywhere.
Spiders.
Now, Bridget and I have known each other since The Magnet, probably like 2006 or 7, I bet.
Whoa.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah. She's a very funny comedian. Let me just describe. You will pick up on it throughout the episode, but she's so laid back that she like creeps in like a flood of comedy, I find. Like the water is rising and it's seeping into your house and you're like, holy shit. That's how I would describe your comedy, Bridget.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Because you're not like doing wacky like wow stuff.
No.
Wait, what's wrong with that, Marcy?
Nothing. It's just a different style. Different.
No, I appreciate that style of like just the slow, like, oh shit, that's so good.
She's just not throwing it in your face, man. But she's
I like
there.
that.
It's happening, though. Your house
Ooh.
is going to be destroyed by her comedy.
Oh my God. I'm so flattered.
So I don't know why I want to talk about the weather. I just had like the most, this is the least spooky moment for me because I was just outside and I like smelled a whiff of smoke and I was like, remember being in a pool and just partying?
Oh, it's of smoke, like cigarette smoke?
Cigarette smoke, and it just made me think of like pool parties when I first moved to LA, being like, yeah, I'll smoke because it's so cheap here. And then drinking.
Hell yeah.
Having vodka and a berry LaCroix. Oh, baby.
Ooh. Hey, I mean, it can happen safely now. That-ish.
Yeah, outside for sure.
Outside.
Yeah, definitely. And cigarettes are safe now, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're really good for you now.
Man,
Yeah.
cigarettes are back, baby.
Big time.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were pretty like faux pas for a while, like to smoke, but now all bets
Not
are off.
anymore. If you didn't know, now you know.
Hey, man.
Did y'all smoke in New York?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I feel that's like,
Professionally.
yeah, right? Like that's just the thing to do is like, you finish a show and you're like, let's go stand outside and just smoke a bunch.
Absolutely. Yeah. Stay up all night smoking at McManus.
Yeah.
I do sometimes like, I'll sometimes miss that smell.
Oh, yeah.
Like especially at a bar or something, or when I do smell, I'm like, oh, remember just like partying?
More than anything, it's the sense memory of it, of youth and being out late and being like, what's my life gonna be? We had no idea it was gonna be this specific life, but
Yeah. A carefree attitude.
So I'm gonna jump in and ask you the question we ask all of our guests, which is, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
I pretty much believe it all.
Thank God.
Yes.
Or like I'm open to it all. I want to hear everyone's stories. I'm not sure. I was thinking about this a little today. I think I don't totally believe that there are like ghosts that are like out there really like consciously doing things. Like I don't know if I believe in a ghost that comes and like, I don't know, like shoves something in your nose while you're sleeping.
Oh,
but
thank God.
Oh my God.
I do believe like in energies being around. I definitely big time past life person.
Okay.
Love that. Love the idea of like communicating from the other side. Aliens I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll even go with like magical sea creatures that are just like left over from, another time. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Dude.
How would we know?
We wouldn't know.
It's too deep.
It's too deep.
It's too deep. It's
Too
got to be filled with stuff we
Yeah.
don't know about.
Yeah.
Especially like all these like prehistoric things, like aren't
Exactly.
weren't sharks like even before dinosaurs?
Or definitely, I feel like during. I think they're,
Definitely.
yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
megalodon or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey man, I don't know any facts. I'm just getting a feeling they've been around for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an energy.
Now, what do you think of people, or not people? I don't give a shit about the people. What do you think about the idea that aliens are in the ocean? That they're SFOs, right? Is that what it's called? SFOs instead of UFOs? Or no, it's not. Hold on.
Flying objects?
Wait, it's. Hold on.
Unidentified
Submersive. flying
USO. USO. If we have friends.
USO.
If we have friends listening, they're going to be so mad. 'cause
Unidentified sea object.
you know what? What is that? I gotta look it up because I'm stupid. How long have we
But
been
that
hosting?
makes sense. Like, there's a lot down there.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I believe it.
So
I think the aliens, they could be anywhere, No reason they
Yeah.
can't go in the water.
let's see.
Because even if it's like technically a species we don't know about, it's technically an alien
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Dude,
Whoa.
I can't find what the acronym is. Let's just call them wet UFOs.
Wet UFOs.
Soggy UFOs.
Ignore everything I said before, guys. Just ignore. Please. I'm not going to edit it out, but just pretend like it didn't happen. And I think last year the Navy had some footage of like UFOs. It keeps happening though.
Wait, it's a lot of you just being like, I think this.
Yeah.
Well, okay, it's on CNN.com from last year, and there has been some leaked footage by the Navy of like UFOs
Leaked.
over the water. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I think only because I didn't read the CNN article fully. But
Yeah.
that's what I think of it though.
I want you to teach a course at a college and just be like, I don't know. Let me it's not popping up in my Google, but I'm pretty sure it's something.
Look, here's the thing. Am I a teacher? No. What is your dog, Walter or Wally?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ernie. Can you hear
Ernie.
him barking?
Why did I call him Walter or Wally?
Oh, Ernie's are friends with Walters and Wallies, and they like play cards together. I think.
Yes. But he's mad at something. He's a ghost.
Let me know. There's probably like something horrible happening, like a delivery of a package.
Spooky.
But let me know if it becomes an issue, and I'll put him in his
Put him to sleep.
bad boy space.
His bad boy space.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, did you grow up religious by any chance?
I did ish. So my dad is Catholic, and he was in charge of our Catholicism, which meant that it lasted till about second grade. And then he
fell off.
And now like he still goes to church every Sunday, and like we don't even go on Christmas anymore because we're just like, come on, this is a charade, man. But yeah, I did get, and this is something that came up with one of my first therapists, because I was like talking about just like guilt, and she was like, do you feel like someone's always watching? And I was like, uh-huh. And she was like, were you raised Catholic? And I was like, uh-huh. Because like I do have that feeling of like, people, someone seeing something like, ooh, I stole an extra piece of gum, someone saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had the same thing kind of happen in therapy, where I was talking about my guilt, and then she was like, "So, were you religious?" And I was like, "I was raised Catholic." And she's like, "Oh yeah, okay, there it is."
Yeah.
That'll do
Mystery
it.
solved.
Mystery solved.
Yeah.
Now, you said past lives. Have you done any past life sessions?
Well, I made an appointment with that woman that you saw recently,
Yes.
but it's not until August.
Boy,
she's
busy.
popular.
She's so
She
busy.
Is this guiding circle?
Yes.
Oh, she rules.
I'm excited.
Yes, she rules so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for her because I actually did do one in Sedona, Arizona.
Perfect place to do it.
Yeah, but it was at this like pretty fancy spa, and
Tell us everything.
The woman just hypnotized me allegedly, and then was just like, like telling me what you're seeing, and so I was just like kind of going. I was just answering like whatever came out. Like I didn't feel super hypnotized, but I was like, there might be information in whatever comes out of me. But I feel like you guys probably have this too, that sometimes as an improviser too, you're like, am I just improvising? Or like, is this real? I don't know. And so there were like a couple things that came up, but nothing super clear or that felt very strongly like, oh, this is for sure a thing.
Yeah, Marcy, when you did it a couple years ago, it was very much like you are but you're seeing it yourself. And I feel I asked you that on this of like, how do you know you're not just like making it up?
I mean,
like, oh yeah, okay, I see myself. I'm running through the woods. Like,
I will say, because it was a guided meditation, like the kind of like, and you walk through a gate and what do you see kind of thing. But I was just like, why the fuck would I come up with this? Like, it was disturbing. I was like, why would I come up with this? I didn't like it. And it wasn't what I would think of past lives. Like, I would think of past life like me being somewhere in America and like, doing like having a specific job instead of being like kind of like pre-Germany where like a creature eats my baby. What the fuck? Like, why? No,
that is true. That is
true. Not my go-to, But who knows?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Also, what does being hypnotized feel like if it happens? Like, is it just deeply relaxing, or maybe?
I think so. And I think it's like, you're like kind of there, but kind of not there, like a little bit asleep. I just read that book. I highly recommend it. I found it in the alleyway of my building. It's called, it was actually right after we had spoken about you having that appointment about past lives. Then I saw this book and then I was like, well, this is a sign. It's called Many Lives, Many Masters.
Yes.
And so like, I think like, I believe in that. Like, I just like totally bought all of that. And it's like, a therapist who hypnotizes his patient and like finds out all this stuff about her past lives and in general how that whole thing works, like how we do these different lives and learn things and are guided by people. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Do you feel you're an old soul?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel quite new.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I'm pretty dumb if I am an old soul, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
I've never gotten the impression that you're a new dumb soul, but I could be. I could be wrong though. Maybe I just need to hang out more often.
Yeah.
Have you? So you. Well, now I want to know more about Sedona. What was this place like? Or you don't have to tell us specifics, but like, did you do any of the other like vortex kind of shit? Like,
I did some vortex shit. It was, I went for I think it was my 35th birthday when my mom and my sister, and it's called Ti Amo is the spa. And so we were mostly going for spa activities, but I was also interested in the, the kind of spiritual things happening in Sedona. And I did get, I did a picture of my aura, and then I did like a tarot card reading with a woman. It felt very accurate, but it was also very vague. It's one of those ones that's just like, I'm not so moved by your skill, but it applies and it's helpful. And And then one of the activities at the spa, they were like, you can also do a past lives regression. So I was like, oh, word. But I think it was like a little less, I don't know, it's just a little more spa-y than necessarily legit. I don't know.
It's right. You know, it's like part of the package and less about, I don't know, like it just feels like it's, it's all of it, right? But it maybe none of it is that special.
And I feel like they're like, Sue, who does great foot massages, also thinks she can hypnotize people. So we'll have her come on in and do that too.
I mean, if she were rubbing my feet while she were doing it, we might get somewhere.
That would have been, I actually agree. That would have been better.
I once did a Reiki session that was pretty nuts. It was actually at some place in like the Palisades, and I remember it just being so intense and like me seeing so many colors and feeling so many things and like truly being like, I don't know exactly what's happening, but it's very intense.
Something's happening.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah, how'd you feel afterwards?
Very relaxed.
Cool.
Very relaxed, but it definitely was like, oh yeah, there's some like parts of my chakras that like aren't fully open, and I don't know how to fix that. I guess I just let them do it for a couple $100 every now and then.
I guess so.
I think so. There might be some powders that you can like put on yourself too.
Yeah.
Like a collagen sort of thing that you can slurp up.
Yeah.
Yeah, slurp this up. Your chakras will be fine.
They'll get balanced.
You'll feel better. Now, you've said that you have visited psychics as well.
I have.
Yes.
Really only two. And one was pre-pandemic, and then one was like in the middle of the pandemic. But the first one I saw, my therapist, actually the one who was like, were you raised Catholic? She didn't send me to her, but she mentioned something about a psychic. And I was like, ooh, I really want to go to one. Like, and I wanted to go to one that was recommended by someone. Like, I didn't want to do
by a mental health therapist.
Preferably by a mental health therapist who was, she was also, funnily, she was like a Malibu woman. Our therapy was not in Malibu, but that's where she lived. And she was like, definitely, I think she was a really good therapist, but she was like friends with like Yolanda Hadid, who's a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and like just some people that it was kind of like, oh, you're in a sort of a weird circle.
Hey, wait, how did you know? She told you?
She told me, 'cause actually, I think the therapist, I think she either got her name from Yolanda or she sent Yolanda to her.
Oh my God, I love this. This is breaking all kinds of HIPAA laws.
Well, yes. Well, then she was like, and also Yolanda has mental health issues.
No,
she didn't say that.
No.
She said she was lovely. So she sent me to this woman who then I later found out was on multiple episodes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's like, you didn't mention that, Suzanne. But anyway, so we're dealing with a celeb here.
Okay.
So I went to her. She was,
but not Alison Dubois, not the one.
No. That's who seemed. I think because Alison was made such a splash that we forget about this other woman who like shows up a couple times and does a couple weird things.
No, Betsy, do you know Alison Dubois? She's who
I just know her from you telling me about.
Yeah, she's the show.
She's an icon.
The show Medium is based on her, and she's one of the meanest psychics out there.
Yes. Okay.
And a big fan of e-cigarettes, just to bring it back to
early adopter of e-cigarettes.
Early adopter, yeah. So.
It's the episode is called Dinner Party from Hell, Real Housewives Beverly Hills, season 1. It's good.
It's very good.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go for it.
No. So this woman was in Encino, and she was in like an office, like a kind of like a big office building, and like in a shared office space. So it was like a production company and like something else, and then just like go in one of the offices, and this lady's there, and she like mentioned that there were some people in the room with me, and she got like one of my grandmothers, she was like, who's Ruth? And it was like, oh, that's my mom. That's my grandmother. And she was like, Ruth, and she's being really pushy, and she like really needs me to make sure that that she's here. And she says hi. And that's like, so that grandmother.
Yeah.
And she was also like, ugh, like it really smelled like cigarettes in here. And it was like, Ruth was a big time smoker. And it was like, that all fit. And then there was another, she was like, who's Katie? Do you know a Katie? And I have a cousin named Kathleen who goes by Katie. So I was like, oh, I have a cousin named Katie. And she was like, no, it's not that. It's, she's like a baby. Like, do you know a baby named Katie? And at the time my sister was pregnant and I did know that one of her name options was Kate. And I was like, my sister's pregnant. And I think she's like kind of thinking of that as a name. And she was like, that's who it is. That's who it is. It's your sister's daughter. And she says, hi, and whatever. And then my sister had her baby, named her Katie.
What?
And now that I know Katie, I'm like, that makes so much sense. Like, she's the cutest, best. Like, she would, of course, want to come by and say hi.
Oh my God.
That's so cool.
It's really sweet.
Wow.
Then she got a little nuts. She did say that Jackie O was there, a huge fan of my comedy. Big fan of my comedy.
Nice.
Jackie O likes those sneak attacks.
She does. So I will say I used to do a sketch. It was a monologue that was as Jackie O. So it's like, did she see that sketch at the Pit in New York City?
Can I throw out an idea?
Please.
Channeling. That you that you called her to you and she's like, all right, I'll check out. People don't talk about me every day anymore.
Yeah. She was like, oh, I love this comedy.
Oh my God, the Pit. They sell beer in the lobby.
Cool.
So
they have a liquor license.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice to have a bar attached to a theater. And then she did, and then things kind of got off the rails. Like, she was working on it. It got very LA. She was developing a pilot. And she was like, it's a makeover pilot. She's like, maybe you could come on my pilot. And like, we'll give you a makeover.
Oh my God.
Like, by the end of by the end of the session, it was like, so are we working together now? Like, what's going on? She never got in touch to follow up.
Come on.
I know. I assume it just didn't make it.
I don't think it made it. Because I think we'd be watching it if it did.
I think so too.
Or she was like, I just don't have enough to do. She's perfect. I can't make her over.
That's very sweet, but she was pretty adamant that I needed to step up my glamour.
Oh my God. Of course she was on Real Housewives.
Yeah. No, like there were, and when I walked in, so when I went to see her, it was the appointment probably started about like 20 minutes late, and I go in and she's like, I'm so sorry. I was on the phone with Heaven and sometimes it just takes a while.
Did you ask her to explain?
Yes. So she has a way that she can call Heaven. And she does it on one of the episodes of The Real Housewives. Because I didn't know that. Like, I saw those episodes like probably a year or two after. I was just like revisiting the old time episodes, and I was like, oh my God. So she like calls Heaven and speaks to people.
What?
And was it?
That's fun.
Was it in reference to you or just other business?
No, it was the prior appointment. Like,
it was just.
They went long because it was just hard getting in touch with Evan. Takes a few tries. Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm giggling at the stuff that I'd be like, yeah, I also believe every bit of it. Like,
why not call Heaven?
I mean, yeah, and like I do believe that she thoroughly believes it too. Like, I don't think that she's like, what can I get over on someone today? Like, I think she's like, yeah, I'm calling Heaven.
That's amazing.
There's something there, even if it is just like the collective unconscious or something, I feel like.
Yeah.
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 Whoa.
Wild lady.
Truly though, I'm like, did she tell you anything about the call with Heaven? Like, cause I feel like I'm noticing a theme a little bit with the wellness people you work with having a issue with boundaries.
Yeah, that might be also a personal issue that, I let these people run rampant.
Just be like, well, Yolanda, Bella and Hadid's mommy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
So that was your pre-pandemic experience.
Yes.
And
so then mid-pando, I saw this great medium who's in New York. So it was a Zoom thing. And he, we talked about a bunch of stuff. There was nothing that was that wild. And then at the end, we had a little extra time. So I was like, oh, do you do any work with animals? Because as you heard Ernie, I have a son with behavioral issues.
Ernie!
A dog son named Ernie. And I was like,
you can't bring him places. Like a lot of people would be like, bring the dog over. And you're like, no, I absolutely can't.
No.
Aww.
Yeah. He's got some anger issues. You know, it's low self-esteem based, but he's little, but he can bite, and he can bite with a vengeance. So I was like, can you do anything with dogs? And he was like, let me see. And he was like kind of quiet for a while. And then he was like, yeah, he's really funny, first of all. And I was like, I knew it. I knew he had a dry sense of humor. And then he was like, does he have hair in between his like paw pads? And I was like, he does. And he was like, it really bothers him, but he doesn't want you to do anything about it. And I was like, that's also very Ernie. And then he was like, but there's something he's like, the back left one is bothering him. There's something bothering him with that. And so then I looked at it afterwards, which is hard to do. You have to like sneak attack Ernie or he'll get you. And there was like tar stuck in the hair from some walk we took. I know. And I had to take him to the vet and they had to like sedate him and get it out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did he chill out at all after getting that fixed?
No, he still has rage issues. He did. This guy did tell me, he was like, when you match him by getting mad at him being mad, he doesn't understand that you're mad at his behavior. And that I've had trainers kind of more or less say the same thing. And I've really just stopped ever yelling at him for stuff like that. And it definitely helps. Like if he's going crazy, like just ignoring him gets him calmer faster than being like, no, stop doing that, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
My roommate got a puppy, and that was a bunch of the training was like, ignore them. Like literally turn your back on them and they will be like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
What was that? Did I do something? Why aren't you looking at me? Rather than being like, please be quiet. Like,
yeah. And I think he thinks when I'm doing that too, that I'm also like, it is, the UPS man is here.
We do need to freak out.
Yeah.
A fun thing about my cats is they're very responsive to me. Like, I feel like Bo before would kind of be like, shut up, get over yourself. But now if Mama's doing something I don't like, I'm like, Mama, she'll look at me and then run away like very sassy. Like she kind of like, I can't explain how I think her walk is sassy. And then she'll go like just to the rug in the living room and like kind of like scratch at it. And then I'll be like, I'm not mad at you. Come here. And she'll like stop, look at me and then walk over so I can pet her. Like she's very responsive like that. Which I don't think a lot of cats are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think that they're wiser, so they probably could be. They just don't want to be. They're probably
absolutely.
Like, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, get over yourself.
Yeah, learn to jump.
It's very funny that psychic was like, I don't know, maybe let's see what I can do, and then he was able to like communicate so well.
Yeah.
So well. Yeah, because there are like specific. In my like attempts to train Ernie, I've been like all over the place, and there are specific like animal psychics, but that always feels like, is this a total ruse? I don't know. I definitely believe some people can, but I also feel like if you Google animal psychic, you could get someone that's just like,
yes, you have to get a referral.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. Once a friend did refer me to Mandy Moore's animal psychic.
Oh,
if we're name dropping psychics, you know.
Let's do.
Yeah.
And I remember we were talking about Bo, and she was like, he noticed your nails are red right now. And I was like, they are. And she's like, he also knows there is a skateboarder outside and that it annoys him. I was like, yeah, there is. And there are bananas on your table. I was like, absolutely. He's like, he just wants you to know. Like, she was like, none of this matters. She's like, he's just saying, like, he wants you to know he notices all of this.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And then she was like, he leaves his body, and that seems to be when he attacks you. He's like, he needs to be grounded. Well,
oh my.
Found the best way to ground him was to euthanize him.
Marcy!
Very sad. Very sad.
Bo, we love you.
Too
Rest
sad,
in peace,
Marcy.
Bo. Rest in peace.
Do you want me to call Heaven? We can talk to him.
I would love someone to call Heaven. I think one of the most fun parts of seeing psychics is when you're like trying to do that thing of like, what resonates? And then when you're like, whoa, we're going somewhere unexpected. I love that.
Yeah. And it's fun to see how, like, each of them gets into it or whatever, you know, like what's their way and like what's their language for all of this of like, yeah, it's really fascinating.
Yeah, it really is. And what it would be like, I feel like, to how crazy it would be to be psychic and like grow up with that.
Yeah.
And like what that would be like would be crazy.
It's gotta feel
interesting.
So wild. And I feel we've talked about this a little bit, but I bet there's so many people who could be, but like, we're like, I don't want to live like this.
Yes.
I'm going to just shove it shut it off, whatever. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they do say you need to, I don't know who they are, but they say you need to like, it's like a muscle you need to exercise. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, would you all want to do it if you had like
psychic abilities?
You know, if you're like, wait a
so.
second.
I think so, though not necessarily like what's her name, the Long Island medium, where she's like, you know, being attacked at the deli by information. It feels like.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Every episode she's attacked at the deli.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to be a medium, but a psychic might be fine. Because then you can kind of be like, well, I'll pick and choose sort of like what I'm tapping into. But with a medium, it seems as if they like kind of come to you more and you have to figure out how to control that aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, though I am guilty of dropping by people's houses unannounced, I don't want it happening to me.
No.
I'm a terrible person. I actually have done that multiple times to people who look very upset when I do.
I've done it to you, Marcy.
I mean, even though I had
you're more than welcome to be like, I don't want to join you.
No, it's funny because I actually had like a really terrible migraine that day and I was still like, yeah, I'll go. That's fun. Yeah. Or you've done it I don't mind it, but when it's like my friends, but I've done it where I'm like, oh, not everyone feels the same.
Yeah, there's some days that it would be like, oh, no. And then other days that I'd be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if there were a way, if I felt like I could kind of like disassociate from it sometimes and be like, I'm having family time right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And then tap into it.
If I could do it where it's like, I could, you know, where I'm like, hey, everybody, I can juggle, you know, and then be like, here's me like, if I could do that, of like, hey, if y'all want, I could maybe talk to somebody for you.
Yeah.
Only at parties.
Or if it were like essentially like doing improv, like I can do it when I want to perform, but I don't really need to do it all the time. Although, isn't this just improv right now?
Hey, Marcy, life is a herald.
What a gorgeous thought.
Oh boy.
Let's get that tattooed on ourselves. Life is a herald.
Life is a herald.
And then a happy and sad drama masks.
Yes. On our backs. All over our whole back.
Big. So if you've never had any like ghostly encounters?
I haven't. And I used to always feel like I was too scared. So they knew not to come to me because they knew like, she'll shit her pants. Because I'm like a very easily like a jump out. That kind of scariness is real scary to me. But I feel like now that I'm an elder, I could handle it.
An elder.
Not that elder, actually, but
Maybe.
And have you ever heard anyone tell you a story about a ghost that really made you feel like, hell no?
Well, growing up, my grandparents lived in New Jersey, in like this old house in New Jersey, and we would go visit every summer. And they had an attic with all my mom's old toys in it, and like we'd go up there and like get the toys and like play with them while we were there. And she had this doll named Babazinia.
Oh,
who
no.
was like a porcelain, you know, like that bad kind of porcelain that like you don't like to touch. It feels like nails on a chalkboard.
Ooh, yes.
And she had no eyes, and she was nude. Her clothes had been taken. She had like just a cloth body. It was not anatomically correct, but she was terrifying. And my sister was always like, Babazinia's going to get you. And like Babazinia my sister's like 2 years older, and she was like, Babazinia comes down here at night, looks at you.
Oh my God.
And so like, yeah, she would often terrorize me with like those kinds of stories, and scary shit.
Babazinia. Oh no.
But she was just making it up.
I think she was making it up.
Or, Jesus, was Babazinia coming to look at you at night?
Ew, with no eyes.
With no eyes.
She's coming to steal your eyes.
Yeah, you don't need to come downstairs, Babazinia. You don't have eyes.
Yeah.
Just stay up there.
Just stay up there in the attic.
Like, we wouldn't take her down to play. Like, we'd get the other stuff, and it'd be like...
Yeah, everybody was like, don't touch Babazinia.
Yeah, don't touch Babazinia.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's one of
and
my
I'm sure I've been
least
told
favorite
other
kinds, of like hauntings, doll hauntings,
doll
I
hunting.
don't like
Yucky.
that. I don't like that one bit.
No. They do seem like a good host for a ghost.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, you're like, that's basically a person I can jump right into.
Yeah, but I can be like a little smaller and a little more agile, and I can, you know,
I can like manipulate little kids to do stuff.
Ew.
Yeah.
And you also can like shatter into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yucky. Now, just out of curiosity, you're both Colorado girls. Are there like any like weird Colorado legends and stuff? Like, I know Louisiana is just like chock full of ghost stories and stuff, but or like crypt. Like, are you guys a Bigfoot state or not really? I don't feel like you are.
I don't think so. Are we?
Not really. Like, what comes to mind the quickest was Tommy knockers.
Tommy knockers.
Little in the mines.
Tell me.
These little like mischievous things in the mines.
Can I tell you the only thing I do know of Tommy knockers is also from Real Housewives?
Yes.
Such an important show.
So tell me about Tommy knockers.
I feel it's pretty much they're like just little mischievous creatures in mines who
sort of
like
elfy, maybe a little.
Yeah, who like to kind of just fuck with miners and stuff. That's what I gathered. Just
Me
from,
as well. And I didn't think that they left the mines. Like, I wouldn't be scared of a Tommy knocker coming to my house, but maybe I
same.
should be.
Like, I was never like the Tommy knockers are gonna get us. It was always like, ooh, that mine probably has Tommy knockers.
Chock full.
Okay.
Did you ever go to the Tommy Knockers Brewery in Idaho Springs?
No, but I used to go to Idaho Springs all the time. I'm surprised.
Did you eat Bojo's?
Hell yeah, I had Bojo's.
Yes, Bojo's rules.
Okay.
Tried to get a napkin up on that wall. No.
Oh, I tried every time.
Okay, I looked it up. So Tommy knockers, a mythical subterranean gnome-like creature in Cornish and Devon folklore. The Welsh counterpart is a Colby or whatever. Okay. But related to like the leprechaun and like Scottish brownies. So the Cornish describe the creature as a little person 2 feet tall with a disproportionately large head, long arms, wrinkled skin, and white whiskers.
Ooh.
It wears a tiny version of a standard miner's garb and commits random mischief, such as stealing miners' unattended tools and food. Now, on The Housewives, Gina from OC was like, we have to leave them a present. We have to go leave them presents. So she brought them like some champagne, some Veuve, and
That's so funny. There's like a Greek myth or whatever, legend, where it's something like that, where it's like little dude, like you have to leave them presents or something on your doorstep so that they don't come and fuck with you. Like, I feel around like Christmas or something, it's kind of that.
Yeah, I feel like that there's something else. This is not interesting, but there's something else in some other culture that is that thing too.
You know, I think there is something else in some other culture that's sort of like that, maybe.
Wait, that it goes to
we should all teach a course on anything.
On stuff. Just like, come take
whatever
this
we
stuff
feel
class.
like.
Oh, look, we almost know things, and isn't that something? Now everyone can go look things up, like Tommy knockers, but others, but different.
But some others probably. I will say the Stephen King book, Tommy Knockers.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
It's really good. It's not about. It's not about.
Oh, it's not.
Well, what?
I was pumped. I read it like a couple of months ago. I was like, yeah, let's hear about these little dudes who fuck around in mines. It's not. It's cool though. I recommend it.
Is it about a bad boy named Tommy who loves knockers?
Oh. Ooh, I wish.
Yeah, that's also a good book.
Hey, I'm Tommy Knockers. I love knockers.
It's very funny. It seems to be. It's like a writer, a fiction writer, Wild West themed fiction writer stumbles upon a metal object that turns out to be a protrusion of a long buried alien spacecraft.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
That sounds
very
interesting.
different. Very
different, though.
Very different from your classic mining.
Here's a great pull quote from King. It says, King has since soured on the Tommy Knockers, describing it as, quote, an awful book.
I feel it was one of maybe the last or one of the last ones that he wrote while he was like
on drugs,
on cocaine,
doing his cocaine.
Yeah, where it was just like when he was in that fog of just cranking out books on cocaine and movies and everything else. Yeah.
God bless.
I enjoyed it. Stephen, I enjoyed it. If you listen to this, Stephen, I enjoyed it.
Mr. King, I loved it.
Don't get down on yourself, Steve.
You're a talent, and everyone
you
loves
should now write a book about a boy named Tommy Knockers who loves knockers.
Loves knockers. Maybe he meets some haunted knockers.
Ooh, some haunted knockers.
He gets like phantom motorboated at night.
Yeah. And it turns out that in a past life he had these beautiful breasts, and they've come back to reattach.
Yeah.
Yes.
His like one true love in a past life, like the one thing that like was like his version of like my magical sword or whatever was his.
Was his giant knockers.
Giant knockers.
I think we wrote a good book or TV series or movie series.
Yeah.
The new Harry Potter, Tommy Knockers.
Tommy's Knockers.
Tommy's Knockers.
Here we go. Well,
I'd watch it.
Do you have any other stories you'd like to share, or we can listen to one?
I think we should listen to one.
And then, hey, we always like when it inspires. You're like, when there's a moment where you go, oh, wait. We love that. So if that happens, not going to pressure you to think of it. But if it happens,
it'll be really great.
If it happens, please God, always more. We're insatiable. All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm Michelle. I wanted to share a story with you and also to let you know that my wife and I love listening to you late at night while we're doing chores. So years ago, a friend of mine was in stage 4 cancer, and I was really in denial about her situation. And she was preparing to move to be closer to her treatment center, and she was moving to another state, and she was liquidating all of her assets, including clothes and household items, to friends and family. And she gave me a salt lamp that she said didn't work and that I would need to get it fixed. And so I brought it back home, and strangely, I turned it on and it came on right away. And it didn't, in fact, need to be fixed. And so I thought that was kind of odd. And I found it to be a great source of comfort because I left that salt lamp on right after my 19-year-old kitties had passed away. And so I had that on all night, and I just remember feeling this sense of calm after their passing, and this light that was emanating from the salt lamp. I just felt this warmth, even though it wasn't actually warm. It just provided this emotional warmth, I suppose. And so I felt like there was something really special about this salt lamp. And then I, fast forward a few months later, I moved in with this woman I was dating, and I moved to another town. And I brought the salt lamp with me, of course. And I set it on the dresser in our bedroom. And I remember plugging it in and turning it on for the first time in that new home. And when I walked back into the room later on that day, I noticed that there was condensation all over the lamp and wet dampness all over the dresser. And I remember thinking, that's really weird. So I thought, I don't know if it's humid in here or what's going on. And I unplugged it and turned it off, and it continued to weep, basically. And I just thought this was so strange. So every day I was going and mopping up the condensation that it had left. And, reflecting back, I realized that the relationship I was in was really toxic. And this salt lamp was responding to that toxicity. There was so much negativity in our home that I really think this salt lamp just was trying to cleanse it by weeping, basically, and emanating those salts out into the air. And it just kept happening, and I was there for about a year, and almost every day it would weep, whether it was plugged in and turned on or not. And eventually I got out of that relationship and I moved and took the salt lamp with me. I ended up buying a condo, my first home, and again turned it on that first night. No weeping. It was completely dry. It had this warmth to it. It just felt so serene. And fast forward again to a couple years later, I am now married with my wife, and it lives in our bedroom, and I turn it on and it doesn't weep, and it just again is so warm and healthy feeling. And I really think there's something to this lamp. And that friend who had also passed away had done a dream visitation, and she visited me one night soon after she passed away, and I just felt like she was trying to send me a message, and she was saying that everything is well, she's doing great, and not to worry. And she was actually sort of in a conflict with another friend, a mutual friend of ours, before she passed. So she kind of had some hadn't dealt with some unresolved issues, and so she was telling me that everything is forgiven in this dream. And so I felt like there was a piece of her or her spirit or something in this lamp, or perhaps it even preceded me. She had never mentioned anything about the lamp other than it had stopped working, which I don't know. I mean, it kind of coincided maybe with when she developed stage 4 cancer, and I'm not sure. But all I know is I'm super respectful to this lamp, and I make sure not to have anything touching it. I keep my clothes away from it. A lot of times will lay my clothes out for the night before, and I will make sure it doesn't touch the lamp. And I just am very respectful to this lamp. And it's just been a really special item to have. Well, thank you for letting me share my story. It means a lot to me, and thank you so much for all of your other listener stories and for all of your stories. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa.
Now, I had to look it up, obviously, and it does seem like salt lamps do sweat. They absorb moisture so that it comes out. But to mop it up, it seems like it was just excessive amount.
Because even if it was sweating, it was sweating more than it usually.
Yeah.
That's
and now it doesn't sweat anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it seems if you keep it on long, it will stop. Like, it won't do it as much. Like, you know, if you keep it on like 24 hours. But wow, that's wild. I also love that, like, it was like a kind of a signal that this relationship was not working.
So if it starts sweating again, you'll be like, oh no.
Uh-oh. How interesting.
Wrong.
Yeah, where it was like almost every single day having to clean it up while in that relationship. Yes. While they were probably like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bad energy.
Now,
yeah,
I'm looking up on WebMD some of the health benefits of Himalayan salt lamps. And it says, in a couple of small studies on rats and mice, contact with the salt lamp had antidepressant and anti-anxiety effects. That doesn't mean the lamps have the same effect on humans, but you never know. Also, they're supposed to help with allergies and asthma and sleep.
What? I need one of those.
Yeah, I went to a salt room one time. It was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard about them. That they have like these rooms that are almost like kind of like little marble-sized balls of like Himalayan salts that you can like kind of sit in. I've never been in them.
Whoa.
Seems unhygienic to this day and age, but
yeah, probably. Yeah, especially now. And I think it is a lot of it is for like lung stuff. Like I think I went when someone was sick. I went with like a couple people, and we just like sat in there for an hour or whatever, and it felt good. But yeah, these days you'd be like, no, you go alone.
Yeah.
Especially you're sick. No thanks.
Yeah. No. We separate.
No salt room. No salt room for you.
Yeah.
Also,
Mano had a lava lamp. No, a salt lamp. And I do always remember just being like, and he would keep it on always. And it was just always such a nice, warm glow. And it was like, I should get one of these.
Yeah, I feel like now I'm going to go get one.
Yeah. Let's get one.
I have one that I never use. I got to start using.
You got to use it.
I'm upset with myself.
Come on.
This one works whether it's being used or not, right? This woman is saying like it's still like,
well, it seems
doing
like
something,
and it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Right.
Maybe her friend was like not in the lamp, but like helping the lamp work, right?
Right. Like
it feels kind of like it, especially to be like, here, take this thing that's broken. I feel I would have probably thrown it away. But there was something to it where it's like, no, take this.
Betsy,
please.
If I were dying And I said, please take this.
I was saying if I were dying, I would throw it away. I'd be like, it's broken.
Yeah.
I don't need to give this away. No.
Well, it depends. I might be like, Marcy, I'm so sorry you're dying, but this is broken.
You would never. You wouldn't.
In the moment, too. In the moment, you'd be like, nah, this is broken. I don't want your trash.
No, you'd be like at my hospital. This is rude, but you'd be at my hospital bed, and then you'd be like, "Thank you so much." Turn around to everyone else in the room and be like, "Cuckoo." Ew. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
No.
I just screamed ew.
You are not throwing away my whatever I give you as I lay dying, you keep.
I will keep it.
Or I'm coming.
Well, that was interesting too, because I don't think I've ever had someone visit me in a dream. Have you guys had that? Like of someone that passed that came back in a dream?
Yes.
Yeah. That's wild.
And this is years and years ago. This friend of I was in 8th grade, he was in 9th grade, and he got in a car accident and died. And then it was like, I think a year later, I had a dream. And I had never really tried. I always thought it was just a dream, not a visit, until this show where it was like, oh, I think it was a visit. Because in the dream, I knew he was dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, David, it's so good to see you. And he was very much like, I know everything, and I thought it was just a nice dream of like, oh, I miss him.
Right.
But then over all these stories, I'm like, I think that was maybe a visit.
That was a visit.
Yeah, I had similar in high school. Another person named David died tragically, and I a few of my friends had dreams about him, but in the dream, it was like, I remember it was actually after high school that I had it. I want to say years later. I was in college, and in the dream I was like, you're dead. He's like, yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't, like, he was just like, I feel like, because he had taken his own life, and he was like, I like, there was like some kind of like, I shouldn't have done it sort of thing.
Right.
Like, not like it was an accident, but that like, he was just like, I don't know. Like, and then when my grandmother, years ago, I had a dream that we were doing a seance and we just couldn't reach her. And that it had been like, we were all exhausted laying around. There were candles lit. And I remember it was almost like, weirdly, the house was like almost like wet feeling, like drippy kind of. And then I woke up because I felt someone touching my shoulder. And I was like, that was her.
That's absolutely.
Yeah, that was her.
Whoa.
She was just like, I'm trying. I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Do a different
Just
seance.
do a real seance.
Yeah.
Don't dream about
Don't just
one.
dream about one. You know what's really funny? When I think about like how hard it must be for people to try to have contact, like think how hard it is for like my parents have a hard time with all technology and trying to do any kind of contacting, and like so like if I were like, Mom, let's Zoom, she'd be like, I don't have that. I don't have it on my computer.
Too. Yeah, my computer did not come with that.
It didn't come with and she's listening. Hello, Marilyn. But
Woo.
So in that way, I'm like, I bet it's like when people do pass over, they're like, some people just have a hard time figuring it out.
Yeah, and I bet we here on the terrestrial plane block it out a lot, like what we were saying about like blocking out psychic stuff. And because I love those stories about, speaking of past lives, little kids, when they're little and they're like, Mom, I need a cigarette. And she's like, what? And it's like, I smoke. And, they like are
with
still
my
in
toast,
touch.
I need a cigarette. Come on.
Tell you, this episode is brought to you by Big Tobacco. Making a comeback, baby.
Whoa.
Yes.
Look, for the younger generation, smoking used to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like people would smoke in the parking lot of my high school and stuff, like no big.
No bag.
Now, do you have any sort of like a salt lamp? Any like thing that you use that's like it's beneficial and it'll help with your energy or mood or blah blah blah? Like,
ooh.
I have a small selection of crystals. I have one of my best friends from high school now like sells crystals. So she has like always has a bunch of cool shit. And I'll pick out a couple of things based on how they look. And then she'll also be like, and you should also, she'll like put in some helpful items as well.
Fun.
And I do like them. I don't know how much they help.
Right.
But I like them.
Now, I have an idea because I used to be very into crystals, but I've sort of changed my opinion on them, especially because it's really hard to know. Like, you can ask someone specifically, where is this source? Is it ethically sourced? Or are we like are we like mining a place that like should not be mined for this?
Or
like
kids are working in these mines. Or
absolutely. And the same thing with like Palo Santos and sage and stuff that like, it's like, are we over farming this? Like, is it creating more harm than benefit to the environment? So, but I already have all these stupid crystals. I want to do like a crystal swap meet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh,
wouldn't that be
that's
fun?
A really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just like, it's just like, swap meet, guys. You meet up and you swap.
You meet, you swap.
You swap.
You could start it like that that Disney pin thing.
Yes. Do you know this, Brigid?
Do you
I
know
don't.
this? I only learned about it because I had to work at a stupid Disney cafe when I first moved to LA. But people collect these Disney pins, and in any Disney store or anything with Disney, they can be like, "Can I see your pins?" And you pull out a bunch of like little pins you just wear,
like
and then
Maleficent or Mickey or like the hippo from Fantasia, like any kind, like the pins could be anything.
And then they can swap them out.
Now
or
they'll
something,
just take
right?
your old pin and you get a new one.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's like a pin you wear. So when I worked at Disney, I did the college program, and if anyone asked to swap, you had to. You could not say no. It was mandatory. So you could be like, motherfucker. So if you want to go,
they get to take whatever one they want. You can't be like, yes, but not these two. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Did you have to wear all your pins too? You couldn't hide them out and be like, I don't want you to take my Woody.
Yeah, not my Woody.
I guess they maybe couldn't know all that information, but if you're like, oh man, I really like this one, because some would be like harder to find.
Right. Are there like no swap backs? So then you can't be like, and now I want to swap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. I mean, it's I guess beautiful.
It's
but
terrible.
awful.
What a terrible thing to take my pins from my lanyard.
How dare you?
How dare!
Are you allowed to do it to other people with lanyards or only Disney workers?
I think you could ask to swap anyone, and but the mandatory part I think is only for the ears, only for the employees.
Yep. Yeah.
ears.
Well, do that with crystals. Start wearing your crystals on a lanyard.
Just the heaviest lanyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So awful how heavy it is.
Awful.
Also, there's a fun thing not a fun thing. This is actually a terrible thing.
Oh.
But sometimes people will put like a crystal on a coffee table, and then have I talked about this already? That'll catch on fire because like the sun will hit it, and it's like if it's like a clear crystal or a round crystal, it'll create like a magnifying effect of like like the old like people using magnifying glasses to burn things. Like it'll catch your shit on fire.
Oh shit. Mine aren't in direct sunlight, but I do have a couple clear guys that could.
It could even just be any kind of like that create like if you notice that it does create kind of a reflection somewhere like.
Whoa!
Because people have them outside their house. Like I have a friend.
Oh my God, Topanga Canyon is in danger.
I know. Well, so I was at like a family friend, or how do I describe? I'm friendly with the whole family, and I was like, "Holy shit! Do you have like a 40-pound rose quartz buried in your yard?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What? Like that's some rich people stuff too."
Yeah. Yeah, it does get wild. My friend who has the store now, her house, she has like some of those like really big ones. And it's like They are beautiful, but it's like, damn, that's a lot of rock.
I mean, more reality, but Spencer Pratt says he's spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on crystals.
Believe it. I fully believe
it too.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. I bet my old therapist knows Spencer Pratt.
Oh. Call her.
Oh my God. That's so wild.
Do you anything else you'd like to share with us before we close out?
I think that's it. I'm sure as soon as this ends, I'll be like, oh, remember that time I dated a ghost?
My ghost boyfriend.
How did I forget that? I think that's it, though. I think that's all my stuff. But I feel like maybe doing this will bring,
I hope,
ghosts to me. And obviously I'll call in and leave
keep
a
us
message.
updated.
I will.
Let us know if any ghosts come to you or Ernie tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, always on the lookout for a good animal communicator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to tell Honey that I'm not scary. Like, you don't have to run every time. Like, anytime she wants to walk by me, she's like, you can see her like building up the courage and being like, no!
Wow, she's so scared of you.
So scared of
Poor
me.
little honey.
Oh no.
She's so scared of me. But you know, if I ever like take a nap during the day or like even just lay down, she'll like wait till she thinks I'm asleep and then curl up like right on me, you know?
Aww.
And then if I move at all, she's like, ah! Anyway, more cat stuff. But let everyone know, Brigid, where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram. I'm at Brigid Boyle, and that's really it. I'm not on any of the others at this juncture.
Me
but
neither.
All the others are bad, so I think that's great.
yeah, though even Instagram is bad too, right? It's like we have no place to go.
I know. There's no place to go. Well, don't find her anywhere, guys. Brigid, thank you so much for being on.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me.
you.
It's a pleasure.
A real pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah! Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.